Warning, I look a hot, crusty crab ass mess throughout this entire video. I apologize for the lack of fabulousness in this video, and it shall return in the next one. Hey everybody, this is going to be an elongated bob tutorial. So first off, what I'm doing is I am going to use this closure 4 different times, and the way that I'm going to do this is by cutting it in 4 different quadrants. So I just used an not an X-Acto knife, it's more of a utility knife, and I scored down where I want it to split, of course, and you don't want to press so hard that you get through to whatever surface you're pressing on. You just want to score it so that you'll be able to pull it apart. After you do that, you want to make sure that you comb through it so that you can get whatever loose hairs or if you mistakenly cut any. And then I've just pinned it down to this old styrofoam head and sewed it down. I got tired of trying to do this on my on the mannequin stand, only because with the styrofoam heads, after so long, they lose their grip in the inside. So I need to invest in a wig block. I will eventually go ahead and get one. So I just decided to do this one in my lap, and I did it throughout the entire video. So a little tip, when you guys are making wigs and you want to make sure that you want to make sure that you stick the needle through just the fabric, not through the elastic band, because when you stick it through the band, you're tightening up that section, so you won't have as much elasticity when you go to put on your wig that you made. So make sure that you just stick it through the material and not the elastic band. So the rest of this is pretty much self-explanatory. I just went ahead and started sewing the wig. I didn't do too much of an in-depth sewing tutorial, only because I feel like I have a ton of them. I'll link some below, and I'll try to put some in the video as well. But I have a ton of them, and if you guys need me to do one that's up to date, I will. However, nothing has changed, so you guys can refer back to those videos unless you want me to make a new one.
Let's run away from being blind back to yesterday.
Alright, so this is the end result of it being completely sewn down and around the closure. So again, it was really late at night and I look a hot mess. So I don't know how in the world this happened, but I cannot seem to find not one pair of scissors, no hair cutting scissors, none of my children's scissors, no kitchen scissors, no nothing. So this entire cutting portion will be used with a razor, which was extremely challenging, and I put out a clear warning to not do this if you're not comfortable using a razor, because you could totally slice your face, okay? So I just went through, cut the bangs, and I actually kind of like them razor cut because they're not so blunt. So first attempt on cutting the bob part was with me putting the hair in a ponytail and trying to do it that way. That did not work. The ponytail was way too thick. I would have been cutting for about an hour. So I decided to just take that loose and kind of try to free flow it with the razor, which I eventually had to change because that one was getting dull and I wanted a sharp one. So as y'all can see, the atrocity that is going on in the back of my head. So y'all give me a minute. I'm gonna go ahead and do this off camera with this razor. Alright, so we're back and it looks a lot better. I'm gonna go ahead and just razor down both sides. The flat iron that I use, guys, is made by Gilbert, and this one it just says titanium series, I believe, on it. I don't have them in front of me, but I believe it just says it says titanium tools, and it's a 1-inch plate. I bought it from Sally's sometime last year. I'm a big fan of Gilbert de Paris, which is a name underneath Conair. So Gilbert de Paris or Gilbert or Conair, whichever one you want to say, they make some really good flat irons. The last pair that I had from them lasted about 5 or 6 years, and I knew that I would go back to them once the other ones died. So yeah, nothing too crazy about this tutorial, guys. If you have any questions, just leave them down in the comments and I'll try to answer them as quick as I can. I didn't do too much footage again because it was late at night, and I hope you guys kind of learned something. I don't even know if I really want to consider this to be a tutorial anymore. Alright, peeps, so again, if you have any questions, jot them down below, and more photos will be over at my blog, and yeah, I will see you guys in the next video.